Hello, welcome to Allymap Mechanical. Today we've got a bit of a product review, I suppose you would call it. I've been sent a little launch Creader 3001. Packaging's pretty much what it needs to be fair. Came well wrapped in that. We'll get out of the box and maybe we can show you better. Right, there's a little machine here. It's an OBD2 reader scanner. Supports vehicles from 1996 onwards. OBD2 and CAN supported vehicles. Clears codes, doesn't do ABS and doesn't do traction control. Does live data, VIN identification, turns off management illumination lights. Well, I'd imagine it only turns them off after you fix the fault. O2 sensors, VAP systems, 2010 permanent code retrieval, onboard monitor test mode 6, and will read pending coded faults. Upgradable via USB cable, which I believe is free. Other than that, can't see anything else that you'd like to know. I'll give you the bump, which is there. Maybe got a wee stall with that so I can show you. Telling you how to use it. I don't really need any of that. Feels, to be honest with you, quite light compared to the ones I'm used to. There's a lot inside it I wouldn't have thought, but it's an honest review. You want an honest review from me? I'm going to be completely honest, blatantly. Right, don't like the ones with cables. If I'm honest, ones with cables. Even got a protector for the end of the diagnostics plug. Lid for sticking it into your computer. Very flimsy plastic, but there you go. Right. My diagnostics port. Proofed. Is really hard to find. In fact, I'm going to have to go. Oh. I'll turn you. And there is the machine there. We'll turn on my ignition. I believe everything's okay on here anyway. And we'll concentrate on this little thing. Diagnostics. So we're doing a wee scan there. I know my heater motor's moving. Give me a second. Turn my heaters off. No DTCs in my ECU. Well, I'm not expecting there to be. No faults. Okay. Go back. I'm going to start my thing up. This is live data. It's a mass airflow meter. For those of you that don't know what that is. There was how long the management light's been on, if it's been on at all. I'm not going to test my O2 sensors. No need to. I'm not going to do it, he says I'll do it. It doesn't support it because it's not petrol. It's been a diesel. Doesn't have evap. VIN is not supported on this model. Doesn't mean to say that it's not on newer models. She wasn't able to tell me about any of that. I'm gonna be honest, it's like every other small code reader I've used in my life. You know, they're good and handy, right? But doesn't have freeze frame, see? That's just this car doesn't have it. The live data. This car is cold. It does fluctuate in revs. I think I've got a temperature sensor out somewhere, but something I'm used to anyway. It's run like that for long enough. What more can I say on it? It's a good little machine. It does what it says in the tin. It's handy. Checking the dashboard. Set up the tool there, look. Long range unit of measurement. I dare say whatever you are. And even a wee help button there. Quite light and flimsy, if I'm honest. I wouldn't like to be chatting stuff in the back of it about your tool information, see? And this is an Audi A4 B6 TDI Avant. Most of you that follow me will know that anyway. I'll turn this thing off. Alright, so there's your wee scanner there. The only thing I'd complain a wee bit about is this is why I don't like the cables, because they tend to be not long enough. But other than that, a good enough wee tool. It's about 26 pound from Amazon. I think it's something like that. It's around about 26 pound from Amazon. If I'm honest, we'll get you out of a bind there. You get something wrong with your engine, petrol, diesel. I'll give you the fault codes, you'll know where to go looking. It's generic, so it's not specialised to any particular vehicle, It's DTC stands for Detected Trouble Codes. There's not really more that I can say on it, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It is what it is, It's like all the ones for around you know, between £30, £20. You know, no, you're not going to be able to do a DPF regen with it. All it is a fault code finder, right? It will find faults on your car. If you have an engine management light on, it'll tell you why you have an engine management light on. You know, EGR faults and stuff like that it'll pick up. Any engine problems there. I would imagine it doesn't do transmission. I don't have an automatic box here at the moment, so I can't check out. But I don't think it does. Going by the instructions, I think this is just an engine-based scanner. And yeah, well, this is a 2004, so it supports a 2004 Audi. I would imagine it would support Vauxhalls and Fords and stuff like that. And if I use it again in the future, I'll show you me using it. But I mean, to be honest, for the money, yeah, good little tool. Can't say for it more than that. Okay, right. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu diesem Video. Und zwar habe ich den CR3001 von der Firma Launch Tech. Das ist ein OBD2 Scanner für viele Fahrzeuge. Sehr einfaches Design, gut übersichtlich mit lediglich 4 Tasten. Und dieser OBD-Scanner unterstützt ganz viele Fahrzeuge ab dem Baujahr 96 und neuer, also alle Fahrzeuge mit OBD2 oder CAN-Schnittstelle. Ich kann mit diesem Tester laut der Beschreibung hier Fehlercodes lesen und löschen, Live-Daten anzeigen lassen, die Fahrgestellnummer auslesen sowie Live-Daten auch einfrieren. Die Motorkontrollleuchte kann ich löschen, also im Prinzip Fehler auslesen. Wenn es ein Fehler war, zum Beispiel, wo die Motorkontrollleuchte geleuchtet hat, entsprechend kann ich den Fehler löschen und dadurch nach Behebung des Fehlers auch die Motorkontrollleuchte wieder deaktivieren. Ich kann das Unterdrucksystem hiermit testen sowie die Lambda-Sonden überprüfen. Sowie bei Fahrzeugen neuer als Baujahr 2010 kann ich auch noch Permanentcodes auslesen lassen. Das heißt, im Live-Zustand sofort Fehlercodes anzeigen lassen. Ich würde sagen, wir packen das Teil mal aus und testen gleich mal am Fahrzeug, ob eine Kommunikation hergestellt werden kann. So, das ist das handliche Gerät. Also es ist wirklich nicht groß, hat wie gesagt nur diese 4 Tasten hier, sowie einmal den OBD-Stecker. Hinten ist lediglich der Hersteller nochmal verzeichnet, sowie die Modellnummer. Wir gehen nun ans Fahrzeug und werden einmal schauen, ob das Gerät eine Verbindung aufbauen kann. So, um das Gerät mit dem Fahrzeug zu verbinden, nehmen wir den OBD-Stecker und stecken den in die entsprechende Diagnosebuchse. Wie wir sehen, startet das Gerät bereits, obwohl die Zündung noch aus ist. Und hier zeigt er uns jetzt bereits an, Diagnose, DTC, Lookup, Tool Setup und Help. Ich gucke mal, ob wir das Gerät auf Deutsch umstellen können. Wir haben hier tatsächlich die deutsche Sprache, die wir einstellen können. So, dann können wir einmal auf Diagnose gehen und gucken, ob das Gerät mit dem Fahrzeug sich verbindet. Kommunikationsfehler, das liegt wahrscheinlich daran, dass wir die Zündung aus haben, deswegen Zündung an. Aber die Zündung ist an und wir werden noch einmal hier die Diagnose auswählen. Und die Verbindung ist hergestellt. Wir können jetzt einmal die Fehlercodes auslesen. Dafür drücken wir einmal auf OK. Das Fahrzeug hat aktuell keine Fehlercodes. Wir werden uns aber hier noch einmal einen Datensatz anschauen. Und zwar könnten wir das Fahrzeug jetzt einmal starten und dann müsste er uns hier Live-Daten anzeigen. So, hier können wir zum Beispiel jetzt die aktuelle Drehzahl des Fahrzeugs sehen. Ja, da wir hier einen Kaltstart haben, ist die jetzt aktuell noch leicht erhöht, aber diese wird jetzt gleich runtergehen. Wie man sieht, ist die Drehzahl jetzt schon unter 800 Umdrehungen gesunken. Und das heißt, das Gerät hat eine Verbindung zum Steuergerät. Wir können damit die Fehlercodes auslesen, sowie uns Live-Daten anzeigen lassen.
Hey guys, I've sent this by Launch UK. I'm going to have a little look at it now. It is the Launch CR3001. I'm currently sat in a Suzuki Vitara 2017 with an engine management light on. So we're going to go up to diagnose and see what that does. I'm going to read the codes. So we've got a P0351. Ignition coil, a primary secondary circuit. And it's the same code but pending. Right. This is the first time I've used this. Go back out. It's not a bad little thing for 29 quid. Freeze frame data, O2 test. Right, I'm gonna fix the fault and I'll get back. So I've plugged the ignition coil back in. I'm now going down to erase the code. Ignition's already on. Okay. So now we're going to start the car. And it's gone off. Obviously that was just me unplugging the ignition coil. Actually, I haven't got a car here that's broken. So we'll look at more of these features. All in all, I'm quite impressed. £29. You can look up codes. For the price point, it's probably the best in the market.
Right, so I've been sent this by King Bollen. It is a Launch / King Bollen C-Reader 3001. It is a OBD2 diagnostic tool. So we'll basically just read the engine ECU and we'll work on any vehicle with a 16-pin connector. I'm going to diagnose. I was just going to look up different protocols. I'm in a Ford 2010 Ford Focus. I'm just going to wait for that to read it. It's good. As you can see there's no DTCs. Happy days, my own car. We can read fault codes, we can erase them, we can do readiness, we can read data stream, which is your live data. Freeze frame is when you have a fault code so you can see what happened exactly when it was set. We can do an O2 sensor test, so we can test the O2 or lambda sensors. Onboard monitoring, evap system, and we can look at the vehicle information. Works absolutely fine. Just giving it a little try. Obviously I've got no fault codes to show you, unfortunately. We'll go into live data, so we go into data stream. We have all the live data that you can get on an OBD. So basically, for 30 quid, maybe able to get it cheaper on different websites. It's not a bad little tool. If all you want to do is read your engine ECU and clear fault codes and look at live data. Perfetto.
Bem, tá aqui o aparelho, não funciona, não liga. Acabei de receber e simplesmente não liga. O aparelho veio sem funcionar. Só não vou dar nota 0 porque obrigatoriamente o site me diz para dar nota 1, pelo menos.
Molto facile da usare, intuitivo e fa il suo lavoro, è servito per cancellare parecchi errori sulla macchina.